their employment turned around. Their top performers stayed. They were able to remove the ones that were not supposed to be there. That's the power of an MIT. One of our clients was an energy design company. They designed the transmission lines that take energy to the residents, businesses, and so forth across the western United States. When they brought us in, it was to help managers have tough conversations, to figure out what was going on, and so on. And one of the reasons was that they were on probation with their main client. Their attrition rates were atrocious. They were losing all their top performers, and the people they wanted to leave were not leaving, and they had no means to make any of that happen. We came in, started asking, what does success look like? And it was all over the place. Nobody had the same definition. So that's where we put our focus. What does success look like? Facilitated the conversations. They came up with two things. They said every design needs to go through quality control. We want 90% of them to go through once only. That's going to be our measure of quality. Second MIT they came up with is that we have 100% on-time delivery to our clients. Just those two things. When they went back to their employees, the managers had fear and trepidation. They were thinking all these tough conversations they were going to have around performance. What do you think happened? The employees loved it. They had clarity around what they were supposed to do and how they were supposed to do it. In 18 months, just by clarifying those MITs, they were able to transform from being on probation to being the #1 vendor of choice for their main clients. Their attrition, their employment turned around. Their top performers stayed. They were able to remove the ones that were not supposed to be there. That's the power of an MIT.
So one more quick example. We were asked to come in to help teach frontline supervisors in a call center how to have the tough conversations about the feedback on the phones. And so when we went in and we looked at the situation, okay, let me hear a couple of the phone calls that we're trying to coach to, and let me do some observations about how they're giving the feedback. And as I'm listening to this, the supervisors are sitting there with checklists of like 52 things. Did they use the customer's name 5 times? Did they thank them for their service? Anybody who's ever called a call center knows what these kinds of things are, right? But I was listening to the calls and I'm watching the feedback and I'm like, they're entirely missing the point. There was no empathy on this call, right? So I said to the manager, could you play me a couple of really great calls so I know what success looks like and what we're trying to coach to here? And she said, I don't think so. And I said, well, why? You don't have any good calls? She said, of course we have good calls, but our numbers of what shows up on the score never matches what a good call is, right? So I went and I asked the VPs, I got them in a room, and I said, here, can you just tell me what a great call looks like? And they said, that is very, very easy. It's 4 things. Was there a wow factor on the call? Meaning, did the customer hang up and go, wow, thank goodness, that was a great call? Does the customer know how much we care? Was there empathy? Right? Did they provide clear and accurate information, and did they document the account? So we went back. We changed the form. Instead of 52 things, we put a cover sheet in front of it and had those 4 things. That's what we taught people how to give the performance feedback to. It did not take long. And then this is what happened. This is their NPS results. The wow factor measurement went up so quickly. And we hardly had to do any training on how to have the tough conversations. We just had to realign expectations.
All right, so that's the concept. We have a variety of different practical tools to help your managers do that. One of them that is quick and easy and keeps this in front of everybody on a weekly basis, it's called the Winning Well MIT Huddle Planner. And we have a way you can download this momentarily. The print is small, but I'll run through it for you. It's a one-on-one facilitated form. That's what it is. It starts with my MIT for this quarter. So your manager can use it with their manager. Your manager can have their direct reports fill it out. Once a week, MIT for this quarter, making sure everybody's aligned on what matters most this quarter. And it's one thing. What is the primary? The MITs I accomplished last week. And here's the magic. Both in terms of results and in terms of relationships. What business results did I achieve? What business relationships did I invest in, improve, help along? Going forward, my MIT for the coming week is, in terms of results and relationships. One of the reasons that we struggled, that you said that managers struggle to have these conversations, is because they don't want to damage relationships. If we can keep the primacy of relationships in front of people, it becomes possible to speak with candor, to have those conversations. It's the reliability factor that was mentioned in the Google video. And then finally, what support is needed? So as they're filling this out, once a week, they're able to say, here's what I believe my goal should be. Does that align with what you're thinking? And here's the support I could use from you, Mr. or Mrs. Supervisor. Very powerful tool. Help your managers have those conversations quickly. And also they find that it saves them time, because when people know they're going to have a chance to talk about those things in a structured way, they're not popping in and interrupting the thinking every 5 minutes.
Thanks for watching. Contact us to book a keynote or to talk more about how we can help you grow leaders in your organization.
And if you enjoyed this video, hit like or hit subscribe so you can get more practical leadership inspiration.